Yo, what's going on, guys? Cryptic here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm back with another high round tutorial video. I do want to have one for Citadelle, or other ones for Citadelle I should say, with the other swords. I'm planning on doing one with the lion sword. And this strat actually, funnily enough, or this game, I had one before this where I was using the lion sword, and then they pushed out the update where they buffed all of them and nerfed the lion sword, ultimately making me want to go back and use the raven sword. But it all worked out because they deleted my game after the update anyway once I hit round 105. So it ultimately put me in the position where I was like, alright, well, I could just do another game with the raven sword and record this one. But anyways, longer intro than usual aside, today I'm going to be showing you guys this high round strat I got using the raven sword. It's honestly essentially doesn't really deviate too much from other high round strats that you'll see, you know what I'm saying, where, I mean, honestly, my main point with this one was obviously because it's Black Ops 6, and honestly, as much as I do enjoy this game, and I do enjoy going for high rounds on this game, you really can't ignore the fact that it's essentially just SimCity saving up fucking salvage to make sure you have enough to build mutant injections in the later rounds. But my main point for this strategy was to avoid using the Sigma Ring of Fire trap strategy, because honestly, as much as I find it fun and I like the fact that we're incorporating traps into high round strategies, and it kind of reminds me of Black Ops 1, and the fact that it's essentially the Ring of Fire from Cold War, I ultimately felt like it was oversaturated and used a lot. Mutant injections. For the first 20 rounds, I will say I am cheesing here like a fucking, like Mr. T Lexify. I used a Perkaholic, didn't really need to, but ultimately I do want to say that hidden powers, if you guys do have the ability to get them, are extremely fucking helpful, because as I previously mentioned, saving salvage up in this game is pretty much half the high round, so essentially your main goal is to save up salvage as much as you possibly can. I would spawn in with an AR with a silencer and try to get the Vulture's Aid perk if you don't have Perkaholic off rip. Just honestly use Rampage Inducer and spawn until round 10, which is what I do in this game. I'm actually not sure if I recorded that. If I do, it'll obviously be here playing. But after I get all my perks, which I mean, I pop a Perkaholic, I got the dual wheel GS45s, and I believe in this footage I was using the XM4. I've honestly alternated between the XM4 and the Krig to see which one was better. Hint, it's the XM4. And I was using the Cryo Freeze and ammo mod, and it was fucking up the parasites a little bit when I was using the oil trap strat on round 50, which is, I'll get into, which is a pretty good strat to use in terms of building up salvage, I'll say, outside of just spamming mutant injections and trying to avoid nukes in the Raven Sword room. But up until round 10, I'm pretty much just sitting in the spawn room waiting for the stamps to be able to spawn, and then opening up Pack-a-Punch once I have a fuck ton of points. Obviously, I have hidden powers popped on both my XM4 and my GS45, and I have, like I said, the Perkaholic popped. It was Christmas. Anyways, once I do that and I have the map opened up, I honestly tend to just sit by Pack-a-Punch until, well, obviously build a Raven Sword, which if you guys don't know how to do, I will leave a link in the description to a cheat sheet where you can essentially just put what piece, or like what fossil piece you picked up from the Raven Sword room, and then you can essentially, once you click on that, it'll show you what you need to put on the wall. After building the Raven Sword, I like to, as I said, just chill in the Pack-a-Punch room until around round 30, when, you know what I'm saying, it starts to get a little hairy. Using Vampiric Extraction on Melee Macchiato is very important, as why I showed my augments in the beginning of the video. But, as I said, I just chill out in the Pack-a-Punch room. Usually, I'll get lucky when killing amalgams and stuff like that, and I'll end up, you know what I'm saying, getting mutant injections and stuff like that from them, and I won't actually have to craft them. And ultimately, like I said, another important augment too, probably should have mentioned this outright at the beginning of the video. I will probably put text on the screen when I show them, but the Vulture's Aid augment Picky Eater is also very, very important for this too, and to craft Casimir's, because Casimir's are without a doubt the best lethal, or sorry, tactical, and to have a chance of using one and then getting one back like it's Cold War is broken, so why not? So using the Pack-a-Punch room until about round 33, 35, whenever you're, you know what I'm saying, however long you feel comfortable using that room for. Ultimately, just stay in there until you could Pack-a-Punch all your weapons is essentially my goal. Your GS45s. I shoot for Light Mend on the GS45s because Light Mend is a very, very, very good ammo mod, but it's up to you in terms of whether you want to run Napalm Burst, Cryo Freeze, Dead Wire, whatever it may be. RIP my boy Shadow Rift. Anyways, at round 30, 40 and stuff like that, you'll notice in my gameplay, once I hit around 32,000 salvage was when I went into the Mangler room, or the Raven room with the crafting bench, where I essentially just started building mutant injections for the rest of the game. And honestly, it doesn't matter what round you do this at. It's just a matter of having 30,000 salvage, and it's also very important to avoid nukes when you're in mutant injection so that you can get all those kills and get salvage and stuff like that. But another important thing to have on your loadout is Molotovs as well. So as you guys may see in the oil trap that you use, like on the walls of the castle, you could throw Molotovs at the oil and it'll actually burn the zombies on fire. If you have the, I believe it is the hot feet augment for stamina up, and you get a kill with one of your equipments like active, you actually end up running a lot quicker too. So it also helps you out in a sticky situation when you get cornered or something like that. But ultimately, for the high round strat, it's the same as Terminus, it's the same as Liberty Falls. It's just mutant injections until you hit the desired round that you get to, or until you run out of salvage. To be honest, I don't have the biggest issue with this in the world. Does it get repetitive? Yes. Has high rounds been repetitive in zombies? Yes. However, is this the way to go? I can make a whole video talking about it if you guys would be interested. But anyways, this is a little high round tutorial I wanted to do and show you guys that, like, oh, you can use the Raven sword and also mutant injections because it's Black Ops 6, but you don't have to just use the Sigma strat. I will probably get one out on the Lion Sword, and obviously before the next map comes out, I'll probably have one out for Liberty Falls and Terminus. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, I hope you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Close and personal. Marking target location.